Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we would be learning something new. So I would want to tell you about a very important concept of Salesforce. So basically guys, if you see for a business terms, Salesforce is an entire ecosystem for businesses and for developers. So a developer with a business point of view, having a business point of view, can understand more complex things than a normal person. So just my opinion for you guys would be to try to learn and understand about the business use cases of how a business is working, because Salesforce is all about that. So without the further delay, today we would be dealing a very important topic. So yes, I would be going over to the files, and in our previous videos also I have told you about what is this files, owned by me, shared by me, recent following, and libraries. Since file is the latest trend, that you could say, or a latest way to store your documents, files, everything, so this is a single entity where you would be storing everything. Now what is the advantage of these files is, like, basically today we will be discussing about libraries in detail. So what is a library? So in simple words, a library is a collection of files or a collection of books of various types. In the same way, we could have a library in Salesforce that could be having files of different types. Okay, so it would be having, let's suppose a library should be of animals, so in that there would be a list animals only, or a library for birds, so entire file should be related to birds only. A library could be having folders and subfolders into it, so that is generally what is a library, and same is the use case in Salesforce also. But what is the object behind that? Because I have already told you, like, Salesforce is built in a very scalable way, like it is having a lot of good things in it. So a library object is termed as a content workspace object. So let us go to the official documentation for the content workspace object. So we are in the official Salesforce documentation. So this is our content workspace, and it says that it represents a content library. Got it? And what are the supported calls? Okay, so we can create it, delete, describe, query, retrieve, update, and upsert. Okay, so our main functions, create, delete, update, upserts, are already there. Okay, and these three are working on or above 840 API version only. Okay, and there are some special access rules. So this depends upon the criteria, like whether you want your customer or portal users to edit the documents. So for that they need a specific license, the like it's been listed in here. And the customer portal users can query this object if they have this permission enabled, or a user can query all the public libraries where they are the members, right, regardless of the library permissions. So we would be seeing like how we can have members also. So entire series would be constructed for all these things. So step by step, first we would be understanding about our content workspace library. So what are the fields that we could see here is, this is the default record type ID. Okay, and this is the content type for the library, and this is the description. So let's suppose we create a new library by the name books, or yeah, it would be books. Okay, this would contain all types of books, and we could have a library image. So the name and the description that they are talking about this. Okay, and this is a unique name for a library. Okay, so allows a link to the library to be packaged when asset file is added as a package. But they also say that libraries aren't a packageable entity. Okay, and so this depends upon use case to use case. So maybe we would be trying all these scenarios. I would be trying with you guys, so we would be able to understand. Or even if any one of you has already implemented any of such scenarios, do write to us so that we could have a demonstration for all these things, and we would be highlighting like how this could be achieved, and it could help other developers also. And moving further is restrict content types. So what does it says? This is a read only, and whether indicates like this content has been restricted or not. Okay, this is restricted linked content types. Okay, let it be. This is the name, the namespace prefix, and the root content folder ID. So this is a reference. Okay, and it is the ID of the root folder. Okay, basically parent ID we could assume from here, so that could be like, or the origin ID. Okay, let's see, we would see everything in detail. So yeah, should add and create membership. So automatically create a library membership for users creating the library. Okay, like basically what it is like, the owner ID is there. So basically the user who would be creating this library would be a member of this library. So this is a membership for that person. Tag model is the type of tagging assigned to a library. Okay, the unrestricted, guided, or restricted. So basically there are certain tags that we can associate it with the library, like any specific details about that, so we can have this. If that is unrestricted, so we can add anything. A guided means like we can add anything, but there is a existing list from where we can already choose. Okay, so some work is already done in the guiding one. And restricted is like we are to choose from a list of values only. Workspace image ID we saw currently. This is workspace image ID, and we can have a 16:9 aspect ratio, and 480 pixel by 270 pixel would be best image for this. And workspace type, what does it do is it differentiates between the types of libraries. Okay, the regular library or the org asset library. Okay, so before let me create this first. So we are having two libraries in here, and you could see that this was asset library already there. But if we see in our books one, we have an option to delete this library, right? Do we have an option to delete this? No, because this is the standard library that is provided by Salesforce. So let's query this object, guys. Okay, so what I am doing is I am querying like select ID name from Content Workspace. Let me just increase the screen, zoom in. So if I query this, it is saying the book is our regular workspace type, and asset library is our, see, org asset library is for B, R is for regular. So whatever we would be creating custom would be R, and what is standard is B. Okay, and I want to query some other field also, not workspace image ID, the tag model. So we would be querying this field also, like we need to see like what is this field. Okay, so the tag model is unrestricted on both, and should add creator membership. So creator membership is like I am the creator, so I should be. Okay, so it is not there. And okay, let me just show you this library manage members and what is there in the members. Okay, so I am the library admin. With the user I am logged in. And what I can do is I can add members, so I can search public groups, or maybe I can search individual users. And what is the level of access I can give? Viewer, okay. Author, they can edit the permissions, and library administrator means like they could add other members also. So that is there. And there was this root content folder ID. I want to check this also. So the root content folder ID for this there is, and for the asset library there won't be any root content folder ID. Okay, we would be exploring this in the later videos, because for now it would be little complex for you guys to understand. So if you are advanced, maybe you could switch over to our other videos for content workspace, and yeah, we could go further. So name and namespace prefix is clear, and developer name is also clear. So let me show you the developer name also. So the developer name is the unique name. So what is there is, for the asset library the development name is already there, and for our books it didn't showed up. So what happens if we have another library called birds, and we save this? Okay, so the name is their default developer name, I guess. Okay, and what if, guys, like, is there any content workspace object that we can edit from, or like what if I want to add any field in here? Is there any way like we can have this? So let's see in our lightning. So content version, no, we don't want content version. Okay, let's see content, okay, and workspace. Okay, we didn't find anything. Let's try out one thing, is let's see in the classic view, like what is there. Is there anything that we can do for this object? Let's suppose we need to add some another field for a library. Can we or can we not? Okay, so we are in here, and we would be searching for content workspace. No, we are having on the content version, content document and other things. Is there anything of workspace? No, we aren't having anything of workspace. We are having work order, work type, workflow and approvals. So from this, one thing is clear, that we cannot add a new field to this object. Okay, so if you guys know any other method, like is there any way to add any field into this object, or anyways we could see the backend data model for this object? So yeah, you can tell that in the comments. Maybe we could highlight that in our next coming videos also. So this was all about your content workspace. So basically, when you would be talking about libraries, you would be talking about content workspaces. So for today, what we learned is we learned about the content workspace object. We learned about the content workspace fields. We learned about that there is one default library, that is asset library and that is non-deletable, and all the asset are stored in here for a standard purpose. So see, every file is a asset file for now, and what we can do is we can move a file from one library to other library also. So we would be looking that in our next videos. Moreover, what we learnt is we learnt about that the share type or the visibility, as well as like what are the permissions that we can give, and how many type of users or group we can add. So basically two types, that is the users or groups we could add here, and what is the access level that we can give to them. So this all we learned in today's video. Moreover, we learned like about the tagging model and the workspace type for all these custom libraries that we created. So yes, this was all in for this video, and in the next video we would be exploring more deep into all these libraries by adding a folder and adding files to it, and we would also be creating a custom structure to incorporate all these things and the file and the folder movement also. So stay tuned for our further videos, and if you find any use case, or if you have gone through any use case that you feel is important and other people should also get to know about that, so yes, you could write to me about that. It could be on the Salesforce platform. Basically, if you want, you can have this for the on the file also, or any other topic that you wish to highlight. Maybe in some video we would be taking that too. So yes, thanks for watching, and do like and share, subscribe to this video. Thank you.